let's do a little old-fashioned misogyny here, you guys. Let's treat ourselves with some misogyny. I don't think that anybody's like, oh, God, I wish that was my that was on that t-shirt. I don't think that that's true. Just because you support trans people doesn't mean you support all trans people. Some of you are very dumb. Samantha Lux, are you jealous of my Please respond, not clickbait. Let's go ahead and start with this, guys. I assume everybody knows who Buck Angel is, but if you don't, Buck Angel is the guy who is like, I built this community with my really old FTM guy, really close with TERFs and all this other shit. He fights with people on the internet all the time and gets his ass handed to him. It's awesome. Anyway, Samantha Lux is like another content creator, and he got into a fight with Samantha Lux on Twitter about something. I don't know. About something. I don't know. The girls were fighting. But Samantha Lux made a video about it, and then she made a follow-up
Someone
video
is mad
about
at me
it.
because
Oh my God, my volume booster is on. Hang on, sorry. Jesus. Okay, hang on. Let's back up here. She's gonna explain to us what the ish is. She's gonna explain what the ish is here, guys, because I didn't follow this, but let's learn together. Let's learn together.
someone is mad at me because ew. I'm gonna throw up right here, right now. I'm gonna vomit on my floor. Sir, nobody's thinking about ew.
Oh, dude, I'm getting PTSD because she's playing the Wii music. No.
Oh my God. No, that's not the case. That's not the case, sir. Hi everyone. So once again, I have successfully pissed off a transphobe and got them to respond to me. I say it like I do it on purpose. I mean, I kind of do. I love to piss them off. It's just fun. They deserve it. This time it's a little bit extra special though, because the transphobe that we are responding to today is actually another trans person. It's actually a very well-known trans person, Sir Buck Angel. I don't know which ones of you are up to date with the Buck Angel lore. I'll catch you up today, don't worry. But he spends his time usually on Twitter talking smack about the younger generation of trans people, talking smack about like, you know, gender ideology and that kind of stuff. You can often find him in the replies of like some innocent young trans person like waving a pride flag like underneath like, shut up, you're a man. Or sometimes he'll be like, you shit, how dare you. Yeah, so we have a lot to dig into today. So I saw a tweet like that yesterday, which I'm going to show you the whole thing, don't worry. But I was feeling good. I'm like, this is the day. This is the time. I'm going to reply and I'm going to, you know, I'm going to put my thoughts out there because I am allowed to. He fully went off on me. I don't even want to spoil it, but like, I've seen some of these insults come from non-trans people, but coming from a trans person is just so hilarious to me because it's like, if you're calling somebody these things just because they're trans, you're calling yourself those things too because you're also trans. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So for today's video, I figured I would tell you about my little Twitter fight with Buck Angel, show you guys what happened, and have a nice little giggle over it. He's good at making me laugh. Let me say that. If you guys are new here, my name is Samantha Lux. I post new videos every single week here on my channel where I give you guys my opinion as a trans woman who studied media and all these different things. I'm kind of a genius, no big deal. So if you guys are not yet subscribed and you'd like to be, go ahead and do that right now. I'll wait for you. I got new nails. I do them myself now, and well, I've always done them myself, but they're so much cuter now because I've learned more. But yeah, I did this out on Twitch actually. So if you guys are not following my Twitch, make sure you go follow my Twitch as well. I stream there like 3 times a week, so it's a lot of fun. But did I close out the subscribe thing? Are you done? Thank you so much. But yeah, with no further ado, you guys, let's get into today's video because I gotta show you. I gotta show you. So it all started yesterday, to me yesterday, a few days ago to you guys when you're seeing this video, but it all started on Twitter with a beautiful post by, I'm not gonna say their name because I don't want them to get any hate from this video, but a beautiful post by this beautiful trans girl, right? Here it is. Voila. It's a mirror selfie of her, right? And she's holding a sign that says, trans women belong here. And the title of the—
Oh, I've seen this picture before. This just looks like a, like, the thing is that, like, TERFs and stuff will find pictures of, like, quote-unquote non-passing trans people just to, like, shit all over them. And, like, this trans lady just looks like an old librarian. It's like, this looks like your average, like, older cis lady that, like, catalogs books at the library. Like, I don't know. I think it's funny. I think it's funny because they go crazy, like, looking for things that, like, give people away for being trans, and it's like, this just looks like a little old lady at a bookstore. That's it.
The tweet says, my message to MNS is loud and clear. I don't know what MNS is. I don't really think it's important to know, so it doesn't really matter. But right off the bat, what's the issue? You know what I mean? I don't see any problem with this tweet. I did see multiple people in Buck's kind of little circle, like this other guy, Ty or something like that. I saw a few different people talking about this specific picture, saying that like, let's just do everything that people don't like, and let's just give them all the ammo that they need to hate us even more. And I'm like, girl, she took a selfie in a bathroom. Like, she didn't even pull a Lily Tino, you know what I mean? Like, it's not even like there are people in the background or whatever. She's fully by herself. But anyways, Buck's response to this was really what kind of like set me off, because I'm like, leave my girl alone. I don't know her at all, but I'm like, leave her alone. He said, or she said, sorry, I don't know if he identifies as a man or a woman. His bio is like biological female that lives as a man.
True. Buck Angel also posted on one occasion where he was like, you can misgender me, I don't care. And then less than a month later, he was like, I will be reporting every account that misgenders me because it's hate speech and targeted harassment. And he's like, I identify as like a woman, but also a man. And then he's like, I don't identify as trans. I just identify as like a female with male experience. I don't know. He's kind of all over the place. But on his website, he's trademarked like the most famous trans man or something like that, transgender man, something like that. He's very inconsistent in how he identifies himself. So like, I don't know.
so like I don't know what his pronouns are. I'm just being petty because he does misgender me in his tweets. So I'm like, oh, you want to play that game? So he said, yeah, this is helping trans rights. Why are the quotes around trans rights? I don't understand. Trans rights are a thing. What a fucking clown show with a laughing face and a clown emoji. It's one thing to like not agree with something that somebody does and like think that it's bad for, you know, the progress of the trans community, whatever. But this is a different level. This is not a criticism of the trans activism that they're doing, the specific type of activism they're doing or whatever. What a fucking clown show. I don't see a clown. I personally don't. I mean, unless you just view all trans people as clowns. Maybe you do. But this just like made me mad because I'm like, leave her alone. So I responded. I responded. I wasn't going to, but I was like, you know what? I got the time. It's a Monday. Have you guys seen that Olin Rogers video? It's a Monday. I have the time, so I tweeted back. Let's see. Okay, now before I tell you what I said, I will give like a slight vulgarity warning. This is what I said. I quote tweeted him and I said, did calling yourself the man with a pussy help trans rights? I'm sorry, not me laughing at my
Great point. Buck Angel, like, ironically, finds himself in the company of a lot of people who are very anti-porn in general. And Buck Angel's, like, claim to fame is the man with the pussy. Like, that's trademarked. That's his thing. Man with a pussy is Buck Angel's thing. You can't say that about yourself because it's trademarked by Buck Angel. And at one point, there's a recording of it somewhere. I don't have the patience to go and find it. You can find it if you want to, dear viewer, if you wish to torture yourself. Buck Angel went on Howard Stern's show when he had like a radio talk show or whatever the fuck, and he rode one of those like vibrating Cybins, I don't know how to say that, in the studio as like a joke. Like he was the butt of the joke. Like it was awful. And then after Buck left, they were like, oh my God, what was that thing? It fucking stinks in here now. Like, oh my God, what a rotten pussy. Like shit like that. So yes, Buck Angel is actually building up trans rights brick by brick by getting fucked by a fuck machine on a talk show radio host show as a bit. Very cool. We love that.
My own joke. For real though, if you guys are unfamiliar with Buck, he got famous or infamous from his and let me just first of all say, no shade. I personally am not a fan of I think it does a lot of damage to society and to young people, but I also think that sex work is real work. I think that it needs to be protected and I don't want to, you know, perpetuate any stigma against sex workers at all. That's not my intention here. But for Buck to come online and like act like he's so high and mighty and he's the only transy that ever did it right and helped the community and he knows what's right and we're all crazy. It's just wild to me. Like that's not you. You're not him. Like I'm so sorry. Is the sexualization of trans people not like a major issue for the trans community right now, right? To be fair, we have a lot of issues going on right now, but the over-sexualization of the community is definitely one of our issues. Right? This happened in large part because of porn, right? Because of female porn and, you know, he-she porn or whatever you want to call it. I'm saying the P word so much. Please don't demonetize me. Maybe we can censor some of those. For a long time, that was really the only exposure that people had to the trans community. And so that's all people thought we were. So much so that the word that people used for this identity, transsexual, was changed to transgender to try to remove ourselves from that over-sexualization that was created through this porn. And Buck, I'll give it to him. He was one of the pioneers of this type of content. The man with a pussy was literally his slogan. He's a superhero, his catchphrase. So like, whatever. He did his thing. That's fine. He, you know, made his money. He did his thing. It's whatever. I don't even care that he did that. That's an individual choice to make. And I think that a lot of times we go into that kind of work because we have to. And, you know, if he had to, that's whatever he has to do. Even if he didn't have to, it's fine. Whatever. You did that, it's fine. But don't come out here now and criticize other people who aren't doing nearly as much damage to the trans community, right? Like, let's check back in on Miss Girl. She's in a dressing room by herself with a piece of paper that says trans women belong. I'm sorry. What's the fucking issue? Again, it's not like she's in a public bathroom, which I wouldn't have an issue.
The biggest crime here is just that this person was kind of cringe and took like a cringe picture. That's destroying trans rights, but being a whore doesn't destroy trans rights. Base, let's go.
With either. I mean, maybe if she was taking pictures in the public bathroom, I'd have an issue with it. But saying that trans women belong in women's bathrooms is personally not something that I would hold issue with. But that's not even the case, right? She's literally in a private dressing room all by herself. The door's locked. It is clear that these people just live their lives on their timelines looking for the next trans person to bully so that they can bully them to their audience and make money off of them. That's their whole shtick. We could have looked up little Bucky's YouTube channel, but I personally, I'd rather save my eyesight. That's really all he does. Yell at the gender ideology crowd and say that, you know, back in my day, we did it right. We were proud men with pussy.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Back in my day, we just embraced the pussy. Back in my day, we loved the pussy. It's like I don't know. It's like he's literally like an old man screams at clouds kind of thing. You know, it's quite sad.
He responded, he said, clearly it did, because you know who am, Arsler. Oh, sir. Yeah, period. So I replied, do you think pornography is a healthy introduction to trans people? I don't think it is, sir. He didn't reply to that one just yet. He kind of went all over the place a little bit, so we'll get back to that tweet in a second. But he did actually copy and paste this first reply, the clearly it did because you know who am, Arsler. He copied and pasted that to a quote tweet and didn't get enough engagement for him, I guess, so he quote tweeted it instead and said, clearly it did because you know who am. The same typo is crazy to me. Putting the same typo in, like, you need your readers. I'm sorry. Let me just say, I'm not trying to
he also has gotten away from this, but he loved the hashtags. He would be like, I'm hashtag Buck Angel, and I'm hashtag trans, and I'm a hashtag trans man, and I fight for hashtag trans rights. Like, he's very boomer coded. It's pretty awesome.
Just in this video, I just have to because it's fucking Buck Angel, okay? I'm not an ageist person, I swear. At Samantha Lux thinks it did I gotcha moment. It. Who you calling an it, old man? Sorry. Who you calling an it? Blink blink. The effing whole world knows. At least I have one. Something you will never have. Bragging about his okay, you know what? Maybe he is a man. I'm just kidding. No, but for real, a real man would never, Bucky. So we have a few things here, right? First of all, our first instant.
Dude, are you super jealous of my super tight gorilla grip pussy, Samantha Lux? Samantha Lux, please respond. Samantha Lux, are you jealous of my pussy? Please respond, not clickbait.
of a misgender, that I love being an it. It's better than a he. Sorry, I didn't mean that. That sounds so mean to men, but I swear, I was just joking. But this is my thing, is I was saying it earlier, but how are you gonna call a trans person it just because they're trans? If 2 + 2 is 4, then you're an it. Like, that's a self-report or something of the sort. I don't know. Maybe just stupidity. I don't know. So I did quote tweet this one again. I ended up deleting it because I tweeted another one after and I felt kind of bad. I felt like I was going too hard on him. I just like ratio after ratio after ratio after ratio. I was like, it was too much for him. Little
kill
me.
him.
I felt bad.
Kill
But I'll
him.
tell you what I said because it was funny. It wasn't really that funny. Honestly, he did all the work. The comedy gold was truly in him and his response to me. I believe I said something along the lines of, well, at least he's mentally well and not at all unhinged. Something like that. I don't know. Because bitch is acting crazy. Sir, you're going a little cuckoo bananas. These are just fully the most transphobic attacks coming from like the most anti-trans activists out there, right? He's just picking up the rhetoric and just spitting it back out because he knows that's what his audience wants to hear at this point, and he knows he can make money off of it. But I mean, I don't really know if it's working that well because he only got 67 likes. I don't know how much money you're making off of 67 likes on an X post, a Twitter post.
Sad.
He then goes
Very
into
sad.
subtweet me like he's in middle school or something and goes, I just love when the quote-unquote trans women. Sir, if you're gonna say quote-unquote trans women, then what are you? A woman? A lady? Ladies don't act like, sorry. I love when the quote-unquote trans women come after me like,
This isn't very ladylike, a Buck Angel. I completely agree. Why don't I watch more Samantha Lux content? This is fire. This is fire. She's getting his ass.
dudes, have a great day. He's pissed. I triggered him. Sorry, Graham. I mean, sir. And then another one. Someone is mad at me because I have a vagina and they don't. Laughing face, exclamation point. Ew, 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 ew. I'm gonna throw up right here, right now. I'm gonna fucking vomit on my floor. I couldn't even say that right because it's so fucking gross. Sir, nobody's thinking about ew. Oh my God. I don't even know what to fucking say right now.
And I mean, like, let's just think about this. Let's do a little old-fashioned misogyny here, you guys. Let's treat ourselves with some misogyny. A lock that is only opened by one key is a good lock. A lock that's opened by any key is a shitty lock, okay? Like, I think that we've all, unfortunately, been exposed in one way or another to the pussy in question. It's not really a novelty anymore. When your entire branding is, look at my pussy. And for the record, Buck Angel sells t-shirts, and on his t-shirts is his pussy. That's one of the designs of his t-shirt, is his pussy. The novelty, like, I don't think that anybody is jealous of your highly commercialized pussy. I don't think that anybody's like, oh, God, I wish that was my pussy that was on that t-shirt. I don't think that that's true. I'm gonna have to do some serious editing for this video. Let's go to Buck Angel merch. Let's see. I don't even think that I can show this on stream because it's quite literally his pussy. I don't think that I can show this on stream. Oh, Rowan sent it to me. So I have it. I can't show it on stream. He did sell a t-shirt with his pussy on it. So it's quite graphic. So I don't know. Does this count as like not safe for work shit that I don't want in the Discord? This is terrible. It's terrible. Anyway, I'm clicking away from this. I have to avert my eyes. This is giving me cancer. So yes, he did sell t-shirts with his pussy on it. Very cool.
Oh, sir. No, that's not the case. That's not the fucking case, sir. I did have to quote tweet this one. I did. Let me see. What did I say? You guys, it gets so much worse after this too. It's just crazy. I said, I had SRS in 2016, actually. Like, catch up on your Samantha Lux lore, sir. You're not a real fan. Sorry. You're a fake fan. But I could care less about your genitals, you weird old man. Because, ew. Sir, ew.
Yeah, true.
No. He's just fully a weirdo. This is the craziest thing I've ever fucking heard in my entire life. Because, like, who are you talking to? I said, do you think pornography is a healthy introduction to trans identities? He goes, says the one with an OnlyFans account. If I had an OnlyFans account, I could see that, but I don't. I don't do OnlyFans. Never have. Who are you talking to, girl? It's not me. Losing it. He mixed up me and a different trans activist. I don't know. Is it a compliment, though? I don't know. Can I take it as a compliment? Is he saying that I could because I'm so beautiful? Is that what he's saying? Is he saying I look like a star? It's just wild. You are just not cohesive. Somebody said, I don't have issues with anyone who has an OnlyFans or is in porn. It's all the other behaviors. And Becky says, I did porn. What do you mean porn? You did hardcore porn. We all know what you did, unfortunately. And it did help to elevate transsexuals as I moved from that to speaking all over the world with a lot of respect. He goes, that person.
Buck Angel got fucked one time on camera and then trans rights were granted. It's amazing, isn't it? You guys, you're gonna disrespect Buck Angel when he literally got fucked for trans rights. That's crazy.
He keeps trying to shame me and ask me what I have done for trans rights. Clearly has no idea what I've done. This person has never left their house. If I do leave the house, I can show you my freaking tan line if you want to see it. I got a sunburn last week. It's really bad. It was painful as fuck. But like now he's gonna try to play the victim. I'm coming after him for the things that he's done for trans rights. No, sir, I'm defending my trans friend because you're being weird. So yeah, you deserve it. I don't even care. You know what? I'll be generous. I'll say that maybe somewhere along the way he did something nice for the trans community. Maybe somewhere along the way his openness, shiver, did expose people to a trans identity. And maybe there was some good that came from that. Sure, I can give him that, of course. But you can't come after my girl with a sign and then say that's not doing anything for the trans community, but you did. Like I guarantee that seeing a trans porn star on TV was much more shocking to people and much more infuriating to people than seeing a trans girl in a dressing room holding.
Let's not post it in the Discord. I've decided. I made the executive decision. Let's not post it in the Discord, but you guys are free. You guys are free to look for it. It exists. There's archives of it. Like he's advertised the pussy shirt before, so if you just kind of, look through his promotional material, it's there. If you don't believe me, it's there, but I can't show it on stream and I don't want it in my Discord.
Up a paper sign. He is freaking losing it. Like I said, I did say that I had bottom surgery, so then he goes out and tweets this. A random ass link to a YouTube video, problems with my transsexual vagina surgery. Thanks, sir, I see you. I know what you're trying to do. It's not gonna work. Like, joke's on you, I don't have any complications. Oh my God, what a fucking freak. So after that, I left it alone because I'm not gonna, it's like elder abuse at this. I gotta go.
Oh, it's like elder abuse. I love her. Oh yeah? You have a vagina? Well, it's not as good as my vagina. Your vagina is jealous of my vagina. Very cool.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm being so aggressive and so mean, but some people just deserve it. Like, I need to give this man a taste of his own medicine, okay? A full day went by, you know, I was waiting for a reply from him last night, it must have been past his bedtime, but I get mentioned in a tweet today, and I go to look who it is, and it's of course Mr. Buck Angel Transsexual, as his name says. He says, how is this helping trans rights? At Samantha Lux, question mark. And then he links a Fox News video that says, trans sex offender escapes prosecution for alleged schoolyard kidnapping. Bucky, I never said that wasn't bad for trans people. I never said that. I never said that helped trans rights. What are you on right now, my guy? Fully just making things up one after another, making up that I don't have a you-know-who, making up that I do OnlyFans, making up that I support a literal attempted kidnapper. It's just bonkers to me. Like, if you really have to lie that hard over and over and over again to make any sort of like resemblance of a point, then you're on the wrong side. You don't have any good points. You're incorrect. I'm just living for it at this point. Of course I'm gonna reply. Like, it's fucking hilarious. I said, you're still upset? All right, damn, here. When I never have nor would defend this person, obviously. I mean, it's like the whole like We Spot incident. And when people were like, oh, this person defended as a sex offender, blah, blah, blah. Bitch, no, I didn't know they were a sex offender. Had I known they were a sex offender, I would not have defended this person. I defended a trans person being kicked out of a spa. That's what I defended. Like, I hate when the little weirdos twist my words, you know what I mean? But like I said, that's all I can do to make a point is twist other people's words and make things up. So 2, you're falling into Fox News' trap like the grandpa you are. Okay, I'm seeing now that it maybe was a lot with the ageist comments. I'm not ageist. It's the only thing that
I'm
gets to him.
ageist. I hate
They're clearly
old people.
unwell and are being tied to a trans identity to disparage the community. Right. So if you watch this video, right, it's a Fox News clip, like I said, and it's a person that is very clearly mentally unwell. They're running around a schoolyard chasing kids, like trying to like capture them or something. I don't really know what happened. I watched like 10 seconds of the video, but throughout this video, the person looks masculine. They don't look like they're transitioning to a woman, whatever. Not to say that you have to look a certain way to be trans, but you know what I'm saying. And so in my opinion, I really just feel like Fox News is taking this case of a very unwell person that maybe claimed to be trans at one point and are using that to draw a bigger picture about trans people as a whole. Obviously, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to generalize and draw.
Well, and then like just because you support trans people doesn't mean you support all trans people. Some of you bitches are very dumb. Like, obviously, like somebody running around with a machete, like trying to kidnap children. I don't really give a shit if you're trans or not, queen. That's fucking deranged and probably not okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's dumb.
A characterization of a trans person as this crazy, unwell, you know, threat to kid safety. And Bucky Boy fell right into it. He said, yeah, this is horrible. I mean, yeah, that person is unwell and they did commit a crime that they should be punished for, of course. But like, to not see or ignore Fox News' intent is, I mean, it just shows how brainwashed he is into this whole like anti-woke, anti-gender ideology, like honestly, like TERF crowd. And I hate to break it to you, but the TERFs don't like you either. I added some trans people, like any other demographic, do bad things. They should be punished. This doesn't mean trans
And if
people
anything, TERFs like mega hate Buck Angel because he's a porn star. Like, TERFs notoriously don't like sex work. Like, surprise!
sexual predators, as Fox is inferring. Not, me, like, yeah, that's true. Bitch, you wrote it. And I'm just seeing this reply literally as I'm filming this right now. He replied back to that vagina. I swear to God, this man's baiting me into showing him my vagina. And it's not gonna happen, Buck.
Dude, he's so... This is like, oh fuck, what's it called? Freud would be fascinated by Buck Angel. I think that we need to somehow figure out how to revive Sigmund Freud so he can analyze Buck Angel. Because I don't think that I've met anyone in my entire life, well, I haven't met Buck Angel, thank God, and may this evil never find me after I spoke it into existence. I don't think that I've encountered a single person that is more obsessed with their pussy than Buck Angel, which is very strange to me. And then he always bitches about all the time. I remember there was a post he made where he was like, tampons in the men's restroom. Like, does that not induce dysphoria? Does not putting your pussy on a t-shirt induce dysphoria? Does getting fucked in the pussy on camera, fuck her right in the pussy style, does that not induce dysphoria? Like, who are you? Who are you to judge? May he who is without sin cast the first stone, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't this give you dysphoria? I think that, like, a literal print of your pussy on merchandise would induce dysphoria now. Really? Really? That's what we're going with right now? Okay, yeah, sick, you got him.
You're a freaking freak. And then finally, shit collapsed for him. He responded to my response to him. And instead of saying like, oh, okay, good, I'm glad you don't support this. I'm glad that you were on the same page about this one, right? He goes, all they ever have is old age comebacks. This one will never even make it to 63. What a horrible thing to say to somebody. Whatever. I'm not gonna go ahead and be like, oh my God, he said I'm gonna die. He's trying to kill me. Like, whatever. It's Bucky Angel. I'm not intimidated. I'm not whatever by him. But it's just like, what does your life come to? I feel like for a while there, you were genuinely respected as, you know, a pillar in this community. And it's really unfortunate that this is the route that you've chosen to take. As trans people, we don't all have to agree on everything. Even as, you know, a trans, and if you guys are out there watching as cis people, we don't have to agree on everything. This is just a lot, right? So first of all, tweet out to your hundreds of thousands of followers that this trans woman, this trans person in the bathroom is like, I don't remember what he said, like this piece of shit or whatever, just for holding the sign that says trans women belong is wild. And then to your comments to me saying that my bottom surgery, like, I don't know if you're trying to say that like it was a failure, like it wasn't a success, like it was, you know, whatever you're trying to say, I'm not really sure. No matter what you are trying to say, it's...
He was trying to say that your pussy does not pop severely, but his does. So...
not kind to say, right? There are trans people out there that maybe do agree with everything that you're saying, but have had bottom surgery and you're ostracizing them from you, which, you know, I wouldn't be opposed to. They probably shouldn't support you, duh. But if you're really this hero for trans rights, you probably shouldn't talk badly about trans people. And then finally to saying that I will never even make it to 63. It's just really sad, you know? It's pathetic, honestly. Implying that what, my body's gonna give out? Is that what you want, Buck? It's just really weird. No,
he's doing a 41% meme, which I think is again, like horribly ironic because Buck Angel is one of the people that, like, this is something that I don't understand. Buck Angel did like a documentary about his journey to love his pussy, which apparently we did a little bit too much of. He did like this documentary. It's called Mr. Angel. I remember watching this. And he talks a lot about, like, before he transitioned, he was in like a really bad place. He was he was into substances. He was suicidal. He was having all of these problems that were rooting from like not being able to transition and just not being happy. Why would you put all of that out on the internet, or not even at the internet at the time, like in a literal film, do millions, not millions, but speaking engagements where you repeat ad nauseum, like how distressful and how close to ending it all you were because of your life, and then try to make a suicide joke at somebody else when it's like literally a Google search away, I can see that you also have the same issue. Why would you do that? That's crazy.
It's really weird, unpleasant, like immature behavior from a grown man or grown woman. Sorry, his own words. I swear. He says he's a woman that lives as a man. It's not my problem. Not my problem, babe. But yeah, I am glad that that is it for our little dive into Buck Angel's tweets.
Beautiful. So that's that one. And then so in response to Buck Angel getting absolutely body slammed into the dirt on Twitter.com, he leaked, quote unquote. I'm using heavy air. He leaked Samantha Lux's OnlyFans. She doesn't have an OnlyFans. So, yeah, let's get into that. Get into it, yeah. I don't know how we're leaking something that doesn't exist, but don't worry, you'll find it out.
Welcome back to my channel. Now, last week I made a video about Mr. Buck Angel, right? I'm sure you guys loved that video. It was so funny. I'm sorry, I watched it back and I was like, this is so funny. So funny. It's so good. If you haven't seen it, make sure that you watch it because it's just so great. But I really did just plan on leaving it at that. I mean, there wasn't much else to say, but good news for us. I mean, kind of good news. It's actually extremely upsetting and like low-key bringing up some trauma, but it's fine. We'll talk about it. But unfortunately, that is no longer a possibility for us because Buck Angel has now released 2 additional videos in response to my video in which he is not only defaming me, slandering me, but also just being a really creepy old man. And I think we really need to talk about it. The anti-trans social media sphere, which Buck is obviously a part of, if you saw my first video, has gotten so much more aggressive and honestly like perverted in the way that they are going about, their missions. And at this point, I really just don't think that this content belongs online, at least not on YouTube. No, this is not me calling for the cancellation of Buck Angel or anything like that.
I'll do it. He should be canceled.
I've never been in the business of canceling people, despite what others may say about me. But honestly, today, it's kind of on my radar. That's all I'll say. Throughout these 2 videos, not only does he completely misinterpret the points that I was making in my original video, but also he releases photos of me that are just not for the internet, like are just not public photos. Let's just get into it. Let's just talk about it. I don't want to dive right into it too quickly. Let's make our way there, shall we? If you guys are new to my channel, I don't always make content about perverted old trans men. Yeah, upbeat, fun content, definitely a thing, but I think we should get into it.
Yeah, let's get
into it.
I'm ready. Tell me about it.
If you guys haven't seen my last video on Buck Angel that came out a few weeks ago, I definitely recommend checking that one out. It gives a little bit of context into what the, the little Twitter fight that we had was about. But I mean, there's 2 sides to every story, right? So let's hear Bucky's.
So this feud, to everybody out there, this feud or fight or whatever, I don't even know, because after I'm done with the video, her out of sight, out of mind. I'll never, I won't even.
Buck Angel like literally stays awake at night thinking of replies to send to people on Twitter. That's so funny. He literally is restricting sleep so he can spend time on Twitter. And he's like, I'm never going to think about it again. Meanwhile, we're like actively thinking about it right now. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Cool.
Respond to whatever she responds to.
You'll be responding in court, sir.
Let's go, bitch.
It would be kind of interesting to show you the history of how people act in this community.
Dude, what if we get a Buck Angel lawsuit too? A Poppy lawsuit and a Buck Angel lawsuit? Oh my God. Is it Christmas? Hell yeah, let's go.
So there was this woman on X. She's a nutcase. And she's a transgender woman from Scotland. And she wrote, I urge all cis female allies to basically photograph yourself in the bathroom of M&S, which is a department store in the UK, because this trans woman, biological male, was going to get a bra fitting.
Oh my God, the horror.
Not a bra
of a
fitting,
trans woman
bro.
getting a bra fitting.
That's crazy.
Dolls, please, quick poll in the chat. How many of you have gotten bra fittings at a store? Please tell me. I've gotten multiple. Victoria's Secret, they sized me wrong, but I mean, I still went. Quick tip for the girlies, by the way. If you guys are looking to get your bra sized and you don't want to go into a store, there's this great website that I use now. It's called abrathatfits.com or .something, I don't know.
And I need this information.
Like standing up, lying down, all these different things. And you can actually select if you're born female or born male, and it'll give you your perfect bra size. And it's worked for me flawlessly every single time. So go ahead and do that, or do what Sophie
Very
recommends.
useful
I feel like
information
that's a
for
great
me.
option too.
And so this Sophia, who's a nutcase, literally was like, hold up a sign, trans women are women. And so I wrote this. This is helping trans rights. What a effing clown show. So this is what got Samantha Lux after me. Because I called that.
Yes, I did go after you for that. Because you're mean. You're just a mean man. You're a mean old man.
He's a mean girl. He's just a mean girl.
First of all, yes, that does help trans rights. Resistance is one of the #1 forms of trans activism, okay? Going into places and doing these kinds of things, that's activism. Spreading your legs on camera is not. I'm sorry, you guys.
Hell yeah, true. Getting fucked on camera is not trans activism. I completely agree. This is a strong message. This is a very strong message. I completely agree.
Whoa! This is a strong message!
Very cool.
As well in this video, because he totally misinterprets what I was saying about porn. So we'll get to that as well, but I have to make jokes at him. I'm going to be making jokes at him this whole time.
Yeah, get him.
If you do porn, if you're old, anything like that, don't take offense unless you're also a creepy, perverted old man like him.
That trans woman out. Like, how dare you? That's not helping trans rights. So Samantha writes, did calling yourself the man with a vagina help trans rights?
Hilarious
She
sound.
literally came after me and my 20-year ago.
So quick clarification, I was not going after his career. I don't care that he did.
Dude, she's literally gonna come for my pussy like that. Dude, please. You cannot attack my pussy like this. Excuse me, you will address her as Miss Ma'am when you speak to her. Like, this is so fucking funny, dude. This is so funny.
Porn. Personally, I was not a big fan. It's just not my cup of tea, gotta say. But I don't think there's any problem with people doing porn. I have no issue with sex workers, anything like that. I think that porn itself is very damaging to young people and damaging to society, but I have no issue with people that, you know, participate in it. I think that, you know, it needs to be protected. That is the misinterpretation that he keeps hitting. He thinks I'm anti-sex work, but pro-porn. Sorry, we'll talk about that in a second. Yes, I did come after your porn career. Not to say that, you know, having a career in porn is bad, but just to say that you have no right to be going after Sophie for her form of trans activism when your form did nothing but damage the trans community. Yes, you may have helped young trans people, you know, feel more accepted and more seen in these roles, but overall, porn has damaged the community. Porn has led people to think that we are ultra-sexual beings and that a trans identity is just a sexual thing. And of course, it's not entirely our fault that that's the way that they feel about it, but that's the reality. Buck has no place to tell this trans woman what is and what isn't activism, especially when he himself admits that that work that he did was not activism.
Number one. Number two, I just did it because I wanted to make money. I'm going to be honest. It was not activism. My pornography was not activism when I started to do it.
Right,
Okay, base, I agree.
Right.
Base.
I'm going to be suing you for that, man. I'm going to take it all, mother.
Hell
So
yeah,
yes,
get
me
his ass.
tweeting at him was because he was being a mean old man and because he has no right to be going after and critiquing other people's forms of trans activism when the only activism he does nowadays is telling young trans boys and young trans people that they have f***ed up bodies. Like, let's put the citations in. Let's put it in.
Yeah, he does this a lot too, where he like fearmongers about like transition related care, where he's like he's very much so like you climb up the ladder and you pull it up behind you. That's kind of like his brand of activism is he loves scaring the shit out of people when it comes to like transition related shit. He's quite literally just like a geriatric Calvin Guerra when Calvin Guerra was making this kind of content. And I just think it's so funny, dude, because like you could make all of these arguments against him. Like these arguments are always really interesting to me because if you're like, well, you mutilated your body, it's like, so did you, bitch. We're mutilation twins. Like, okay, cool, fantastic. What's next? Like, it's mind-boggling to me. Cognitive dissonance is a hell of a fucking drug, dude. It's so interesting.
You're just a mean old man.
That's all I'm going to say. I could go on and on. And moving on, she decided to support this person called...
Also, Buck Angel, like... Never mind. I'll say that one.
Sophia Molly.
Of course.
And look at who this person is. It's going to actually blow your mind. It's
Who is it?
actually going to be... It's
Tell me who it
disturbing.
is.
Hang on here for 1 minute, everybody. It's actually disturbing.
It's disturbing.
It's so scary.
It's very scary.
Not leave. We must go into the toilets in numbers and say, we are here, we are queer, we will never disappear. We are here, we are queer, we will never.
Like, our biggest sin here is being cringe. That's really it. Our sin that deserves Buck Angel crashing the fuck out for the 700th time in a day is because this person's kind of cringe. Okay, cool.
So scary. That's terrifying. So scary. Clearly, this guy has no idea what trans activism actually looks like, right? This woman is literally chanting, we are...
Cinder the Deer, you are very observant. I sense some internalized hate. You're very observant. True?
Here, we are queer, we're not going anywhere. And he calls her a psychopath for it. A psychopath. He's not there. He's not with it, girl.
No,
he
he's
is just not with it.
Enough.
He's got dementia.
So this person is
if anything, I think that Buck Angel is actually a really strong indicator as to why we should roll back trans rights, because it's very obvious that the years of testosterone has given Buck Angel a very serious case of dementia. So I think that we need to stop the whole trans thing, guys. We really need to put a pause on it and really figure out what's going on, because it's very obvious to me that Buck Angel is experiencing dementia symptoms, and it only makes sense that that is coming from the years of testosterone poisoning to his delicate female body. Okay, so we really need to pump the brakes on this and figure out what's going on. We really need to investigate this.
Psychopath, and this person's history is on where it comes. This is why that Samantha Lux is a hypocrite.
And he uses it to call me a hypocrite and then adds this part.
What's going on, Samantha Lux? So I Googled Samantha Lux, and this came up, which I think is quite interesting to me.
Oh no, is he going to show it on stream?
What is this?
Oh.
It literally says YouTuber Samantha Lux.
So it's so funny, Buck.
Oh my.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna blur. It's all getting blurred and edit, but.
Did he live stream this? Somebody go and look. Somebody go and look. Did he live stream this? Is there a live stream of this image unedited? Somebody please go and look for me. I'll pay you in a parasocial relationship. Go and see a Buck Angel when he live streamed this if he did not censor this image. Somebody please tell me quickly. Thank you.
And she denies that she was in pornography, okay? So, you can take your OnlyFans down and it can never be seen again. So, I think that thou dost...
Oh my God. Okay, so sorry, I'm like trying to collect myself because obviously seeing images like that of yourself, like honestly, it's traumatizing. First of all, those images are not of me. Those are deepfake images created off of my public Instagram photos, which, I mean, even in the comments of his own video, everybody's like, those are deepfake.
Dude, Dude. He's so boomer coded. He doesn't know what an AI image is. That's so funny. He's so stupid. I want to say a slur so bad, you guys. Like, oh my God, that's so crazy. Somebody probably sent those to him as like a joke and he thought they were real and that's why he showed them. Oh my God, he's so stupid. This is crazy. This video is from 3 days ago. 3 days ago.
Those are AI photos. Like, that's messed up. You should take this video down. But he uses that to call me a liar because I told him 3 times that I didn't do porn. He uses it to call me a liar. He uses it to call me a hypocrite and ultimately to harm my reputation. I have never done porn. And if you watch the original video I did on Buck's comments to me, I was clear multiple times that I did not do porn. So at this point, he knows that I don't do porn. And he is publishing to his almost 200,000 followers that I do. Once
Sue
again,
his ass.
to call me a
Sue his
liar
ass.
and to
Get
harm
him.
my reputation.
Get his
Looking
ass.
past the fact that this
Get
is
his
just
ass.
weird, perverted, freaky behavior, it
Get him.
is illegal, right? That is
Get him.
defamation. And it's
Get him.
f***ing weird.
Get
It's
him.
f***ing gross.
Get his
Especially
ass.
coming from somebody like Buck, who comes from the porn industry and has, in
If
the
he live streamed it, the bot is down now. Okay.
past, admitted that the porn industry can cause women trauma and can cause women pain. He even says in this other video, I'm a porn star, which means that, in the porn industry, we celebrate consent and we celebrate age verification and we celebrate testing people and making sure that they're clean. None of that happened for me. Right? These photos were stolen from my Instagram, put through
It's so crazy that he can like moral flag about like the ethicalness of making sure that people that work in the porn industry are treated fairly and this, that, and the other thing in one breath, and then come out and unironically try to shame someone for like being in the industry and they're not even like, I can't. dude, please tell me there's going to be a lawsuit. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. I'll do anything. I'll do anything. I'll do anything, you guys. I'll detransition for the Buck Angel lawsuit. Please, 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 please.
AI and are now out for thousands of people to see and aren't even me. I literally had bottom surgery 9 years ago and the pictures have a penis. I'm like, first of all, not me, but second of all, you're so messed up for that. I don't want to be too vulnerable with this, but like I do have my own trauma from like revenge. I can't even like talk about it right now, but it's just so upsetting that this is like something that he thinks is okay and like something that like, the anti-trans sphere is like laughing about and like thinks is okay to do to somebody.
The whole conversation about the corn industry, I'll have it with you. We in the corn industry are professionals and we have what's called
Meanwhile, Buck Angel is like the most unprofessional motherfucker ever. Like, are you for fucking real? Buck Angel is unironically the most unprofessional person. What doesn't matter, like what we're talking about here, he cannot behave himself in public. He cannot behave himself in public. He's like a very poorly he's like a very poorly trained circus monkey that transphobes like to wheel out to like dance, right? And he's there. It's like you got to keep the monkey on the leash. Like you can't let the circus monkey run around or it's gonna start biting people. And then obviously they let him off leash and he starts fucking biting people. And it's like shit. Like yeah, he's very deranged. He's very deranged.
257s. We have take your ID, we film you with the ID, we make sure you're of age, we do all kinds of paperwork, we make you get tested before you go. So Samantha has this idea that...
So Buck thinks that all of that is so important, which I agree it is. 100%, don't get me twisted, those things are important. But for Buck, they're not important to apply to me because, what, I'm a trans activist? I don't understand. Honestly, when I first saw this, I had like a physical reaction to it because, I mean, I wasn't even like looking directly at the photos because I'm like, what is he posting? You know what I mean? Like, what if like some photo did leak of me and like he's trying to post it all over the internet without my consent and blah, blah, blah. Thankfully,
which would also be fucking insane if, for whatever reason, he got access to like leaked revenge porn and then posted that. That would be deranged. That, yeah. I'm fully calling for the canceling of Buck Angel, you guys. I'm fully calling for it. I fully support this movement. Cancel Buck Angel, get him off the internet, get him into the retirement home as soon as possible. Obviously, he needs it. Like, this is actually, dude, please sue him, please.
They're obviously deep fakes, but it's like, it's traumatic. It's traumatic. So, okay, I'm gonna move on because it's like I said, it's like difficult for me to like, whatever. But for the rest of the video, he pretends to have not seen my original video, but then perfectly goes to the 2 points where he can like make a joke about it, avoiding all the places where I have actual arguments, all the places that I like have actual critiques for him to address. He ignores all of that. He's like, who cares? Who cares? Pervert. But there is one other topic that he touches on that I want to clarify because his old man boomer brain can't seem to understand the argument that I'm trying to make. So I figured it's a good place for me to insert it into this video.
That you don't even know. You just...
Nope.
Did you notice the theatrics of how long she had to freak out about your title that you had for yourself?
And with the bit. Vagina,
that man was a little bit drawn out of ew.
So people don't.
No, that's not what I said. No, I wasn't saying ew about the fact that he called himself the man with the vagina or the man with the.
I'll say ew to that.
I was saying ew over the fact that he was asserting that I was jealous of his. Ew! That's gross.
It is.
I'm all set with your dirty, dusty. I'm sorry. That's
true, bitch. There's cobwebs in that hoe. He's like, you're jealous of this pussy that hasn't been touched since fucking George Washington crossed the Delaware. Oh my god, bro. No, bro. When you cough, dust comes out of there, bro. The last time that has been seen was during the Paleolithic era. Like, no, Grandpa. Nobody wants that shit. Chill out. No. No one is interested. No one is interested.
Weird. That's perverted. It's gross.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Let me put the trans on trans violence on. Sorry, guys. My bad. I didn't even think to do that before we began. My bad. Sorry, guys.
No, like you and Alana Starr.
Yes.
The chick with the dick.
He's a great, close sister friend of mine who also did sex work, Samantha Lux. Also T.S. Madison, who's huge black trans woman, did.
That was going to her huge black trans. I thought he was going to say like huge black pussy or something. I got really scared there really quick, but we're good.
pornography. What are you going to say about that one?
Slay. I'm like, I don't know. What do you mean? What am I going to say? Oh, here's the part. He puts up this tweet. Okay, this is my tweet. I'm pro-sex worker, but anti-porn. Sex workers should be protected, and we should also acknowledge the vast negative impacts of porn. Right. Because I think that for a lot of people who go into sex work, it's something that they need to do. I think that even if it's not something that they need to do, if that's the decision that they decide to make and that that's what they want to do, I think that that is perfectly fine. And I think that they should have legal protections for them to be able to do that. However, as somebody who studied media, as somebody who studied the way that media can infiltrate, your neural networks and whatever, it's obvious to me that porn negatively affects culture, that porn negatively affects young people that consume it. It negatively affects...
This is a strong message. Never goon, guys. Strong message.
Their relationships. It negatively affects society as a whole, honestly. That is not me saying that I don't like sex workers and that I'm like anti-sex worker. That's not what I'm saying. And it's not even that I'm saying that I'm anti-sex work. I don't think there's anything wrong with sex work. I don't think there's anything wrong with...
I think that it's actually, we're doing a lot of talking here, but it's a totally reasonable position that like porn is incredibly harmful. You know, it shouldn't be like commercially available, like I don't like porn, blah, 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 however you want to say it. And say that like the people that work in that industry should be respected. They should be protected while they work in that industry. But like my issue is with the circumstances that create conditions where people feel like they have to go into sex work in order to survive. Like we're kind of doing like a little bit of a long-winded version of that. And the condensed version is just like, I think that porn is harmful. It probably shouldn't be a thing. It is a thing. I respect people that work in that industry. I think those people should be protected, but I'm upset at the conditions that have been created that necessitate that people go into this field of work in order to survive. Easy peasy. Boom.
Shooting pornography. I just think that we should acknowledge the ways that it's harming people, right? And even in that other video he made, that live stream that he did, he talks about the negative impacts of porn as well. So he agrees, but he's too caught up in the anti-trans cycle and like trying to win our little fight that he can't understand that we're agreeing.
Aren't we, or like...
Imagine being like 50 years old and your hit of dopamine for the day is winning a Facebook or like a Twitter argument. This guy is certainly not seeing the gates of heaven, certainly. Buck Angel is just trans Lyle Convoy. Write that down.
Camming, I mean, isn't that porn? Isn't camming porn? Like...
Yes, all of it. All of sex work is porn, and all porn is sex work. They're the same thing. They're literally the same thing. So, again, we're talking to a youngster who...
I disagree with this because I think that full service sex work is very different than like camming and shit. I think that those have very different like consequences and risks associated with it. I would not consider full service sex work to be the same or tantamount to like camming or like posting feet pics on like Feet Finder or whatever. I think that those are different, but that's just me. It's my opinion.
Has been clearly some kind of privilege in their life and hasn't really been in the real world. Like you can tell. I can always tell people who
There's
don't.
There's a way for that.
You can always tell.
I love being called a youngster. I love it. In my age approaching 30 years old, being called a youngster is just so sweet. I really appreciate it, old man.
Everyone's geriatric.
And who's this other old man? I don't know. But okay, you guys, that is pretty much all I wanted to address from these videos. I just think that it's disturbing that the links that some people will go to try to like be right and try to like get a one up on somebody. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him, honestly. I'm like trying to think about it and be like, why would he do something like that? I think he's just a weird perverted old man, to be honest. Why else would he do something like that to somebody that he is, you know, he just called me a youngster. You're over twice my age, guy, and you're going to post photos like that aren't even mine online for your 200,000 followers.
This is like when Alec Gunter was talking about lyrics and he was like, he looks 12. I bet he likes to get fucked in the ass. It's like, what is the optical implication of you saying like this young, you know, freshly 18, like newborn calf that can barely stand on their own? Like,
potato, so
you're claiming that about Samantha Lux and then you're going to post like fake naked images. Like these two things can't exist in congruence with each other. Bylonic, thank you for the 199. Do TERFs actually respond positively to Buck Angel? Witness, please. Some do, some don't. It really depends on the person. He's like a token. He's like a token for all intents and purposes. So it really depends on what they're trying to like get out of him. So for example, he and Abigail Schreier have a really good relationship because he helped consult on her book. And so she has like positive opinions, thoughts, and feelings about him. Others really don't like him, mostly because of the sex work thing. There is a conversation on a YouTube channel that's called Slightly Twisted Female, and that's like a TERF that does debates, and she like is kind of okay to Buck, but she calls Buck like a chick the whole time and like a mutilated woman and all this other shit, and you know, Buck Angel is just like smiling and nodding along like, a fucking idiot the whole time. Like, I think that he's like one of those kinds of people that will take any kind of positive attention, even if it's not really positive attention. You know, he's like a circus monkey. He's like a circus monkey.
Worse to see and try to slander my name and try to defame me. Crazy work. But you know, it's all just part of the job being a trans activist. Transphobes are gonna hate you. There's also another part where he was like, but if you, he like got mad that I called him a transphobe, but then he was like, 2 seconds later, he was like, and also if you go up to a real transphobe, doesn't that make you the transphobe? Ha 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 ha. And I'm like, guy, I've had more surgery than you. I am more of a transsexual than you are.
True.
Wanna talk about that?
Get him. Get his ass. True.
I did try to keep this video light. I did try to keep this video comical, but
very true. He likes to attack other people for their like validity and like not being trans enough. And it's like, you're the guy that literally markets your vagina. Like you market your vagina. I would consider that to be like pretty trans activisty to, you know, do that. I don't know. Has he responded to this at all? No. We have a TikTok mental illness video. We have a live stream from 2 days ago. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's responded to this at all. Has he said anything on Twitter? I love that Twitter changed that thing now where I can see people who have me blocked. Buckangel blocked me forever ago, so thank God that I don't have to get on my alt to find him. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that he said anything about this after the fact. He's really obsessed with the Minneapolis school shooter right now.